Happy Harbor Comics is hosting a heroic tasting event to support the superheroes of Team in Training as they raise funds for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society of Canada. Jay Bardilla is here to tell us more about it. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.
You're a busy boy this weekend.
It's been a pretty hectic weekend, but we're getting through here. It's all for good causes.
It was Free Comic Day yesterday. What, we heard like 12,000 comics?
Yeah, we gave away 12,000 comics yesterday. And we also raised a ton of money and food for the Edmonton Food Bank too. So those numbers I'll be crunching later on this afternoon.
Good for you. Well, your charity work continues as we talk about a comic store hosting a Scotch tasting. How does that work?
Very well, actually.
I'll bet it does.
It does. We're really quite fortunate. We have one of our regular customers, Dave Parker, is an avid Scotch drinker, and he's been helping us run a bunch of Scotch tastings over the last few years, kind of building up the culture of Scotch tasting, which is something that's become very common in pop culture and in the world today. Yeah, so it's been a lot of fun. It's been great. It's been a great way to bring some very divergent people together.
Yeah, perfect. What makes this one different? Is this one different?
Well, what this one is, this is the third of 3 charity Scotch tastings we're doing on actually behalf of Dave. Several years ago, his daughter had Burkitt's lymphoma, and she beat it. And this weekend, Dave and his daughter, they're in Vancouver right now as we speak, running a half marathon, the BMO marathon for lymphoma. And for cancer. Okay. And yeah, so this fundraiser, all the ticket sales, and we're actually going to have a silent auction as well. 100% of those proceeds are going towards their fundraising drive. And yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity to try some unique scotches and to help fight cancer at the same time. Drink Scotch, kill cancer. That's our.
That's a great logo.
That's our
we've been talking. You just said some of the unique scotches are there, and you know the Scotch drinkers are a little group of their own, and they all have their own little flavors and. You know, if it's too peaty or too smoky or too this or too that, it's a big discussion. Tell us about some of the unique ones you've got there.
Well, what we have here is we're actually working in conjunction with the Scotch Malt Whisky Society of Canada, and they are donating 7 of their bottles. Now, this society actually makes their own unique one-of-a-kind scotches, and they're very exclusive to get. You actually can't buy them in Edmonton. There's only 3 stores in Canada you can get these anywhere. So for people who are kind of connoisseurs and are looking for very unique, different things, this is a fantastic opportunity to get something you probably never get the chance to have.
Oh, great. How has the fundraising been going so far after the other previous events? Are you getting close to where you need to be?
Yeah, actually, we beat the goal after our first 2 tastings. We averaged about $1,600 per each of the 2 tastings, which was fantastic. So now we're kind of hoping to just, you can never have too much money to help fight a good cause.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have anything else planned? Any more tastings? Any more big events coming up? You better take a rest after this weekend.
I think well, we do have a kind of a hectic month ahead of us still, but we will do more tastings and more events. We do have a couple other fundraisers still planned for this year. Our Scotch tastings, we do probably about 3 or 4 a year, and we try to set them up in very unique ways. We try to do a lot of introductory Scotch tastings for people who want to kind of get to know what it's like. We do some exclusives. We have special guests. And the great thing is, you do all this in the confines of a comic book store. It's bright, it's colorful, it's fun, it's very relaxing. So it doesn't have a lot of the pretentiousness that people might expect being involved in something like this. And we've seen some great pairings of individuals show up to these. We've had war vets sitting down beside, punk rock goth kids and having the most amazing conversations over a common, favorite hobby.
And on top of it all, you're raising money for a great cause.
We are, and we're so happy.
Okay, thanks for coming in this morning.
Thanks, Kevin.
Good luck. Okay, Scotch Comics and Cancer is Saturday, May 11th at Happy Harbor Comics. That's located at 10729 104th Avenue. For more information, you can call 780-452-8211 or go to happyharborcomics.com. Straight ahead on the Sunday Morning News, we'll tell you about the changing ideas around immunization after the break. Stay with us.